Yeah, you fucking scrumptious voice on stream. That's not the word I wanted to use, but scrumptious will do.
My delightful voice. The uh,
Yeah,
the monotonous shit that should have been SLR Liam, but he said, "Fuck this."
the pussy-o.
His docile tones.
Probably watched in the dark, too, okay? It was earlier.
Oh, Silverstone. I've seen
Good
a
evening,
few.
everyone. Welcome back to SLR 2, where we are here at the amazing Silverstone circuit. And, well, pole record could be beaten tonight, but that's not the main thing. Main thing we're on about is SLR Morley. Welcome back. I weren't expecting you this evening, but someone decided to pussy out.
Yeah, well, I'm the backup. I'm here, and at least I'm here, unlike someone else. Wanker.
Yeah, what a wanker he is. Uh, oh, that is sexual from MVG. Um, Going into the standings, then going into this weekend. I don't know what on earth I just said there. Toby's 71 points clear, absolute shock. All we care about is, like real life Formula One, apart from the Australian Grand Prix, is second and below. Again, just a joke. Oh no, 69 points. Sorry, I'm being an absolute. Is it? Yeah, 70,
Well, you say that
79 points.
Carlos
Sorry.
Sainz would be leading the championship if he raced Saudi more than likely, which is mental to say.
True. Very true. Um, yeah, you can see the countdown, 25 seconds till we start this one-shot qualifying. We actually had a different winner last time out, Moley. We had a SLR medal win the sprint race in the end after a fucking absolute mega
I
drive
say
and managed to hold off Benster and Toby.
we also had a different winner in the feature race, didn't we? Because Toby never joined us, so
Ah,
he must
yeah.
have lost the win. He never DSQ'd. But yeah, medal taking the sprint race. It was nice to see a different name at the top. I do fear it's going to be a normal service here.
Well,
Of
we're
course,
going to go on board with Toby because, as I said at the start, he can break the pole record.
no, we need to comfort you for that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Again, records are there to be broken at the end of the day, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it again. Congratulations to Toby if he does take it, and he's going through Aintree right now. Currently, P1 as with DRS Open, going all the way down to Brooklands again. A track which you don't go off corner numbers, you go off corner names, because again, it is hands down one of, if not the best track in the world, especially in real life. Going through Lovefield now, where you can't quite see the SLR flag in the stands, and about to go onto the old pit straight, 3.6 miles, 18 corners of Silverstone. And I tell you what, Mad Duck, it's not looking pretty easy for Toby because certain old PHMs are locking out the front row at the moment.
Two challengers, one of whom was saying an hour ago, I'm not looking forward to this. This track is shit. And he's currently P3.
Well,
Ooh.
well, well.
Are they about to save your blushes for one extra week?
Well then, going through Chapel now, middle sector, 11.8 from Toby. Benster is looking like the one's going to get FGE Atom. You can see him up in P3 in the High Tech Grand Prix. Not too far around here, High Tech. They're only about zero point 0.2 miles from Silverstone in the Silverstone Business Park, so they know this track pretty well. But going through the Vale Chicane now into the braking zone, we saw Lewis Hamilton mess up what could have been an incredible lap here in 2021. Toby might be able to snatch pole here though. Benster through the final corner. Who's it going to be? Through Club, the 18th and final corner. Who's going to get pole position? It's going to be Benster. We've got a new pole sitter here in season 9, and it is Benster in the PHM who shocks absolutely everyone and takes pole position at Silverstone. Wow.
Didn't Benster do? Well, Benster has been closing into Toby slowly over the last few weeks, so I'm not surprised to see him up there. But oh, you're a happy man. One more week it stands.
Wow. It is Benster 2413 in the PHM racing car who takes pole position here at Silverstone with an absolutely stunning lap. A 1 minute 38.604 is going to be the quickest time of the night. And he was going to start the feature race on pole position. Wow.
Talking of medal, winning the sprint last week, he's obviously what? P8 is the reverse pole, isn't it, or is it P10?
Top 10.
Oh, it's top 10. It's top 8 in something else. Ah, Bad Otter's on pole. That's going to be going well. Bad Otter and Halo together again.
Oh yeah, that was an absolute clusterfuck after the last week with those two coming together multiple times in the into races. Are we going to have any rain for the sprint? We're about to be loading in. We're in about a few
Oh,
seconds
it's
time.
the good old
Here we
British
go.
weather. Unfortunately, not.
All
It's not
dry.
dry. There was snow in Devon today.
Oh! Sorry, darts is
The darts.
yeah. MVG's just checked out with a 151 to win the game.
Oh,
Wowzers! No rain in any session, says Ground Effect Racing League. I'm not sure who that is, but a big welcome to whoever it is. No rain. So we've got all dry here, which is a bit of a shock for the British weather. We will go through the grid then for the sprint race. I'm kind of excited for this now because we've actually got a challenge. This is like the real life Australian Grand Prix mode. We've got someone who's going to challenge Max Verstappen, aka Toby, in this one for the win.
I say we're all both docile, getting ready to go to sleep, yawning, and this has got us up on the edge of our seats ever so slightly. Hopefully, it can deliver.
It's Atom. Good evening, Atom. Again, best of luck for these two races. Hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as we are looking forward to it in the comms box. It's Bad Otter TV for the MP Motorsport team on pole position. He's got SSR Halo alongside him. SLR Medal, last week's sprint race winner, will round out the top three. Then it's Owen Howell 36, the first of the Van Amersfoort racing cars in P4. If be QWERTY will be P5. And this is two high-tech Grand Prix cars on home soil of Squashy Cheese and FGE Atom. SLR Southern, the first of PHMs, he would be P8 alongside championship leader and reigning champion BRT Griffiths. He's the second of the PHM cars, Benster, who took pole position, of course, top 10, reversed for the sprint race. He will be P10. Oji James, aka to Punisher, in the unluckiest position in F2 of P11. Liam, hope you're watching. Baggy Fan P12. Paraquicks in P13. He's going to be hoping for a better week than he did last week. Husky Saturn in the second of the Tridents in 14th. UK Beast Assassin, the Rawding Carlin, will be 15th. And Cooper Benz in the second of Rawding Carlin will be looking at the back row for the sprint race. Moley, we have got 11 lap sprint race ahead of us and 11 laps of, well, someone who's going to challenge Toby at the looks of it because for the first time this season he's not starting P10.
I was about to say, long may Benster do it. Let's do it. Let's have a bit of give it racing. My important topic, though, helmet designs. Owen's got a new helmet for today's race. I've not seen him wear this before. And then the debut boy in Atom has a fucking cracking helmet there.
Oh, wow! I've just seen it off board. I tell you what, kudos to Atom. I'll tell you what, yeah, you're spot on with your analogy there. That's a cracking helmet.
Beauty!
Wowzers.
Anyway, that's my random topic of the day done. I got to say that with Atom, I am disappointed his gamer tag isn't the same as his Discord name. I had a few McDonald's puns trying to gather up in the fucking corner, but completely useless and wasting the listeners now.
Ben's has spun round on the hanger straight. Oh dear, I think he was trying to avoid his teammate and had a rear lockup and decided he's not going to...
Beast is ahead of Powers and Husky. What the fuck? Well, that's not Husky, it's Baggy.
Joe, I think you'll remember, who was it on Div 2 comms? Matt said he enjoyed someone's helmet. I can't quite remember who it was.
What a good old helmet.
Good, he said he liked
end of a good shaft as well.
And Joe took that, I think it was Joe took that out of context and we were absolutely creasing our party watching it. Anyway, Cooper Benz is going to round out the grid. He will eventually pull into his grid spot. And we are going to get underway for the first race of the evening, the sprint race. 11 laps of this 3.6 mile circuit in Northamptonshire. It's Silverstone, 5 lights on, ahead of the drivers now. Bad Otter on pole position. And we're underway here at Silverstone. It's a tough start for our pole system, but SLR Medal looks to have got the best start of the top 3. Look at him going around the outside of SSR Halo. Into turn 1 of Abbey. He's made the move past the Virtuosi. Into second place goes the Trident driver. Squashy Cheese has made his way past F1AB QWERTY. He's into the top 5. You've got yellow flags at the back. It's the two Rawding Carlins who have come together as MP Motorsport with the team drama last week. This week, Moley, it's Rawding Carlin.
I was about to say, one team each week having nightmares, and yeah, it's back of the grid, back of the field. It's a long old day for the Rawding Carlins, that is for sure. Really surprised to see Beast down there as well, to be honest, after a pretty good showing last week. Oh, come on, people. We're meant to make it hard for Toby. You're just driving out the fucking way at the minute.
Oh, look at that, going 3 wide through left field. Toby's trying to go around the outside. F1AB QWERTY, Squashy Cheese going side by side.
Division 2 a few seasons ago. Oh, no, not this again.
Going into Cops, staying an eye on this. Look at this going side by side. It's F1 AB QWERTY in one of the Red Bull Junior cars. I think it's Squashy Cheese still. Toby's on the right hand side, might be 3 wide. Going into Maggers and Beckett's. We've got a ball with the ART. He's past the Dams, sorry. And he is past the Dams of QWERTY. Into 7th place. Benster's now on the outside. Look at this into Beckett's. Can he make the move on the inside line? Yes, he can. We've got SLR Halo losing positions just ahead as well. They're still going side by side. QWERTY has somehow held on to the position. Owen and Atom are going to go side by side. Going into Stowe corner. Who's going to get the position? This was 4th place. Sorry, 3rd place. Is he going to get the move done? Atom with the outside. There's contact. Owen's going to be in the wall. Oh, no. And that's Owen dropping down to 12th place. Well out the points. And Owen now just seems to cannot catch a break at the moment in F2.
No, I don't think it's just F2. I think it's just racing in general. It's very unlucky, but of course, let's back to the racing quickly. QWERTY and Southerner spent the final third of that lap side by side and having a proper ding dong there. Some incredibly tight fights here in the midfield.
Yeah, we've got another move. We've got Benster making the move. Pat's SSR Halo went a bit deep into the 3rd corner. Might lose another position now. So F1 AB QWERTY round the outside. Oh, and he's off. It's a
He's lost it.
Very
Halo lost it
the
under power there.
there.
There was no contact at all. It was a bit too overzealous on the loud pedal there.
Did anyone get damaged, is what Joe was just saying. I'm not actually sure. I didn't actually see any front wing come off. So I think the RNG damage in this F2 cars is still well and truly here. I can see. And what about going towards Cops then? That's our Southerner fancying up, eyeing up a move on F1 AB QWERTY. He's closing on the Dams. He's closing in, but no. He's using his wise ahead for once and stays behind.
Our race leaders go, medals off. Battle and medal just trying to go side by side through Mangus and Beckett's, and it didn't go nicely at all.
Yeah,
but luckily they had that much of a lead that Medal was able to get back on track in P2. Can he get past this time?
Keeping an eye on the ART Grand Prix at the moment. Going into Stowe corner. Can he make the move on the inside of Squashy Cheese? He's still going side by side with the high-tech Grand Prix car. With the inside line, the championship leader makes his way through. Or does he? Because look at that. Squashy Cheese, the inside of the Vale chicane, brakes late. Can he get the move back? It might go for the old switcheroo. Toby covers off the apex and makes sure he's got that position done. And he's into 4th place.
Ooh. Squashy Cheese nearly cleaned up Benster though. The rear end kicked out ever so slightly. And Benster had done well to avoid the kick out there of the car ahead.
I'm currently looking at the PHM of SLR Southerner once again. He's closing up on F1 AB QWERTY now once again. Tried to make the move on the previous lap. Couldn't get it to pay off. His teammate Benster is looking to make progress as well. Just ahead, you can see him closing in on Squashy Cheese. As we go down the Wellington Straight for lap 3 of 11 now in this sprint race. It's all been kicking off so far. From the moment we got going in qualifying, a different pole sitter. Benster's going to make the move. Going into Brooklands. Can he make the move work? Yes, he can with the inside line. Squashy Cheese doesn't fight it too hard, to be fair to him. But going through Luffield, Benster in the PHM is up into the top 5 now and closing in on what could be his rival for this evening, and in the feature race especially, the RT Griffiths.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's got any chances of catching that, you said a 78-point gap difference. If he's got any chance of closing that, he needs to keep Toby as close as possible here. Maybe get a bit dirty, you know, do a bit of the Fernando Alonso, a bit of the late break check, supposing.
Oh, Southerner! Wow, great move there from the PHM going into Maggots. A very brave move. We saw UKB's Assassin Division 2 pull off a double overtake into that corner. Well, SLR Southerner, round the outside, has made the move work into 7th place. Sorry about that, Molo.
That's absolutely fine. It's more important than what I was saying. Talking about that beast overtake, that's probably the best overtake I've seen this season. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I've seen the clip of that in the end from his POV, and it's so impressive watching it back every single time. But SR Medal now takes the lead from Balotta as we now start lap 4 of this race. He made his way past the MP Motorsport, and FGE Atom closing up now on the MP Motorsport car. Can he make himself into the top 2? Balotta did well in the opening laps to hold on to the lead, but eventually succumbed to SR Medal's attack. But look, Atom sends it to the inside now. Can he make the move work going through the loop? No, because he's not going to have a great exit at all. But going down the Wellington Straight, he's going to get the DRS advantage. So is Balotta though, off Medal ahead.
But
and it looks like, as it stands, he's going to hold on.
I was about to say, the issue is Atom tried it there. He shouldn't have tried it there. It's allowed Toby to get all over the back of him here. So Atom's looking ahead, but Toby is lurking and waiting patiently. Atom needs to clear Bad Otter this lap to get any chance of a top 2 finish. Bad Otter is definitely going to be the cork in the bottle here for a potential second sprint win for medal.
Going through Cops now. Staying on board with the championship leader. Can he make the move into Maggers and Beckett? See FG Atom going wide at Cops there. Maybe a warning for track limits. But he's going to get DRS in a minute, is Toby Moley. Can he make the move going into Stowe? It's been a pretty favourite overtaking move, not just in F2, but in F1 last week.
Oh, I think we might see a multiple overtakes here because Benster is all over the back of Griffiths too. Bad Otter is going to potentially 3-4 wide into the corner. Be able to stay out of it. Benster's having a look-see. Atom has made it through quite well, although Bad Otter's got a good run here for the switchback and to go around the outside at the end here.
The PHM round the outside. Is Spencer going to go? He's made his way past Toby. Can he make his way past Otter as well? No. But crucially for Benster, like you said earlier, if he wants any chance of getting back in this championship, he's got to beat Toby week in, week out. And at the moment, he's doing an absolutely fantastic job.
That he is indeed. That was a bit of a bumping from all 4 cars there, really. All 4 were hitting one another and making it hard. But again, that's a 1.8 second gap Medal has out front now. He needs to... Bad Otter's taking Griffiths off the road. Squishy Cheese is through!
Through goes Squashy Cheese! 2 positions for him. He's up into 4th place.
Matt's going to be licking his lips now. These 2 right there in front of him.
Toby contact with Bad Otter has made the move work. Is Bad Otter going to keep it on the inside? Can I not stutter for about 6 working days? Hopefully I won't. But BRC Griffiths makes the move into 5th place. Squashy Cheese, a penalty for him. 3-second time penalty for track limits. SLR Southern, who's going to try and waste absolutely no time whatsoever behind Bad Otter. Is he going to make a mirror move for what he did in the previous lap at Maggots? He's a good run out of this corner. You can see Bad Otter's extending the track once again. That's going to be another warning towards him and maybe SLR Southerner as well. And also again closing up to Griffiths. Toby's really not looking as comfortable as he regularly does in F2 this weekend.
Absolutely not. No, just something like, I guess the pressure of the home Grand Prix, the pressure of taking the record has got the best of him by the looks of it. And oh yeah, he's 2 seconds behind his challenger, his new challenger, obviously since you've retired to the box.
Yeah.
And Squashy Cheese is now a roadblock.
Yeah, my time in this division is well and over and done with until I maybe feel a bit better with the cars. But I'm enjoying comms, I'm enjoying darts, I'm enjoying being alongside you, Murray. Yes, Liam, you have missed out an absolute cracker this evening, so sucks to be you and your P11 last week. Griffiths is going to be hoping not to get P11. He's going to be hoping to get rid of one of those ones. But I tell you what, we mentioned about Benster being a really big contender in this title fight. But what about SLR Medal? I know obviously you get less points in the sprint races, but don't count him out. Don't count Toby out getting past Squashy Cheese here either. With DRS, Squashy Cheese opposite roar down Wellington Straight. Ain't going to stop him from trying to fight back though. Going towards Brooklyn's got a lovely helicopter shot here. And Griffiths down the inside is up into 4th place.
Up into 4th, and he's got to get a move on now if he wants to catch those ahead. Surprised Southerner's not been able to get past Bad Otter there either, to be honest. I was expecting it to be a double overtake, but Bad Otter's held on for another lap.
Might have a change for the second position here. Benster is all over the back of Atom here. We'll get DRS going down the Hanger Straight, so it should be an easy move into Stowe, but we'll stick on board with him. Atom, as soon as I say that, 3-second time penalty for the high-tech Grand Prix car. But going on to the Hanger Straight then for the 6th time in this race. Just over halfway through now. Benster, is he going to go inside or outside? Can't make his mind up. He's going to go to the outside of Stowe. He's going to get a good run out of it regardless. Is he going to get the move done before the corner? Yes, he will. And Benster is up into 2nd place now with a lovely move around the outside of Stowe corner.
Yeah, that was a perfect overtake. No way that Atom's getting back from that one there, unfortunately. She's got no hunger in tucking behind. Use the DRS to turn along and try and stay up, keep that P3 position there. Which obviously with the penalty he just acquired is going to be very difficult.
Medal's having his own little race out in front at the moment. Again, man who won last week's sprint race as well. He's on course to win 2 sprint races in a row. But once again, he's got the PHM of Benster chasing him down. He's been there once as SLR Medal. He's got to do it again. Bad Otter's going side by side with SLR Southerner round the loop and heading towards Aintree and towards the Wellington Straight where he's going to get DRS again. as Battleford. Is he going to get DRS as well? He will. But the key thing is, SLR Southern is going to get Slipstream going down into Brooklands. He's going to have to go for the outside line to try and get the move done. It'd be another fantastic move for the PHM if he can make it work. But no, he's going to back out of it. He's going to go again potentially, or is he? Because look at him going towards Luffield. He's got to be careful because he's got F1AB QWERTY on his inside. He's going to get a good run out of Luffield. And tell you what, Molly, heading towards Cops, you might have a look.
I was going to say, be very ambitious to do it here, but these cars, you control them pretty damn well. Danger a penalty as well. He's playing it smart. Bad Auto is a second behind Squashy Cheese, who's going to be a sitter. Is he playing it smart? He's
not again.
He's going to give him good.
Oh! Wow. He went for it again. Didn't get payoff though because there was slight contact. How on earth one of them didn't go around there, I don't know.
A bit more than just a slight contact, that was a proper wheel-to-wheel bumper. Yeah, I mean, now Bad Auto's sit and duck down here, down the inside, piece of piss, toodaloos. QWERTY going to follow through. Oh, QWERTY's going to spit. Ooh. That was nearly a disaster.
Yes, it nearly was, yeah, he's spot on there, but regardless, SLR Southern says thank you very much. He's up into 6th place. Maybe see himself getting a top 4 after penalties. Last lap, Benster has gained about 6-7 tenths of a second on medal, so it's still on for Benster, but once again, it's one thing to catch, nothing to overtake. As we saw in Austria, they closed the gap very quickly, but couldn't quite make the move. They needed another few laps. SLR medal, though, has very much put himself, made himself a contender in the past few rounds, you could say, Modi, with especially some of his sprint race drives, but he needs to make it happen really in the feature race where the big points are given out.
Absolutely, I bet it's all well and good taking full advantage of the flip to the grid, but he needs to work on obviously cutting through the field when it comes to the feature race. As you're saying, he's to even challenge for 3rd in this championship, which is no small feat. That's a good respectable finish behind obviously Benster and Toby, if he can make it happen.
Benster going through Cops, 1.2 seconds now away from SLR medal, should be in well within DRS range coming to the end of this lap. You see the detection point there as they head towards Maggots. He's just outside by about a 1/10 of a second, but going on to lap 9 of 11, he will for sure be within DRS range unless he has an absolute shock of a final section. Benster so far seems to do an absolutely mega job as QWERTY now picks up another 3-second time penalty for track limits, but Benster, as we've mentioned many times so far tonight, is really making himself a contender for this championship. He may be 78 points behind, or 79 points, whatever, behind Griffiths, but all it takes is just one slip up and it can all slide away, as I very much know.
Yes, we've got to hold on to that slimmest thread of hope that there's a championship battle here over the remaining rounds, and by God, we will hold on to it. Yeah, Griffiths needs a bit of misfortune, but anything can happen in racing.
Very much can. Benster now within DRS range of medal, so we've very much got a race on our hands now. Benster's done a fantastic job to close up the gap to the Trident. Like we said last week in Austria, very similar situation, but Griffiths was kind of with Benster all the way to the end of the race, chasing down Medal. Medal did a fantastic job to hold off the cars behind him to take victory in the sprint race. He's got to do it again this week with Benster, but a track which has got a bit more room for overtaking and a lot easier to overtake, Moley. I think it's going to be an even tougher challenge this week.
A lot easier to overtake here, especially down the old hangar straight there. The DRS just gives you that much into the corner that you'd expect Benster to get past, but it's all about that run through Mags and Beckett's. And also, Griffiths is close up to the back of Atom, so we could potentially see the same top 3 as last week. And I think in the same order too.
Yeah. Riding on board with our championship leader as we speak, going through Maggots and Beckett, some of the best corners, if not the best corners, on the Formula 1 and Formula 2 calendar. Going out of Chapel now, will get DRS, will the championship leader of Griffiths? I don't think that. He's going to be close enough to go for the move. And Atom going into Stoke Corner, he's a bit far behind. But 2 laps to go when we cross the line, Moley. At the moment, it's still going to be SLR Medal taking victory, but Benster is not going to let it slip that easily.
No, not at all. I think he's been calculated in the way he's pulled Medal in here. He hasn't over-pushed and caused an issue. He's just taken a 10th here, a 10th there, and putting himself in the right position to probably strike on the final lap.
Look at this, Power Quicks and Cooper Benz going into the Bell chicane. They both break very late, the 2 Red Bull Junior team cars on different teams. with the same livery. But look at that, Cooper bends round the outside into the point. Well, no, he's not into the points top 8, you moron. Into ninth place he goes, sorry. As Owen Howe now in the lurking in the background. Had that spin earlier. Might be able to make his way back into the top 10. Closing in now on Paraquix. As he head towards I'm losing my mind, all the marbles, but going back towards the front, Moley, it starts to close up heavily now between first and second and third place now.
Oh, Griffiths just had a little wobble. The pressure's starting to crack this armour by the looks of it. I haven't seen him have many. He always had a couple of wobbles last week in the sprint when he was battling with Benson and chased Medal down, and it's the same sort of thing here. So very similar to, again, Verstappen in the F1. If he gets into the pack, it's not said and done at the second.
Brandon back on board with the front guys now, and I think, Moley, it's about time for Benster to take the lead of this race and potentially claim a sprint race victory here. A second season.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think we're going to see 2 overtakes down Banger straight here. For me, it's maybe a lap early, unless if he can break that DRS to Medal. Dang, that Medal's holding in there quite well.
Oh, a lovely little move there from Benster. Into the lead he goes of this sprint race. Toby's waiting behind Atom. Or is he going to go for a move into the Vale chicane? He's closing up on the high-tech Grand Prix car. He's going to send it around the outside, is he? Has a little look, tries to go for the switchback. Has a bit of a rear lockup. Loses into a bit of speed, that extra speed he probably needed to make his way past. Will have a chance onto the final lap we go now. It's Benster who leads from SLR Medal, but it's not going to go down just yet. It's going to go all the way to the checkered flag between the top 2. Benster has looked at the quicker of the 2 cars so far, has done a fantastic job, done a Toby drive through the field from 10th to go all the way up to 1st, but he's extending the gap. You can see out front, Griffiths made the move. I've gone off board, down the inside, going towards the loop now. Looks to have got the move over and done with, and may even have DRS to try and pull away from FGE Atom, who has done a fantastic job. Would have lost out nevertheless, as Toby does have DRS to pull away, but Benster has had a fantastic first quarter of this lap mode. He nearly pulled a second already.
I was about to say, Benster's definitely done what he needed to do there. Atom left the door open for Griffiths there. He saw him looking and thought, yeah, I'm not going to fight this one. I'm surprised he didn't get the DRS. I think that's what Atom was hoping on there, to get the DRS to attack again, but it hasn't given it to him. It's going to be hard to hold on to Toby through the final few corners before the hanging straight there. But there's a chance. Oh, an own is a custom penalty.
Look at the gap out for 1.4 seconds already. Benster has done an absolutely fantastic job now. He's only got one more sector to go to claim a second sprint race victory of the season, but the positions are not quite over and done yet. On track anyway, penalties wise, they've basically been all sorted out. So someone's going to be a bit under threat from Squashy Cheese, but we're going to go back the battle out front. I think actually Atom might be able to make the move on Toby here. Going into Stowe, may not mean much on track after penalties, but he's covered him off and he's got the move done. We're going to go back out in front though, because Benster is going to claim a second sprint race victory of the season. Comes towards the club, the 18th and final corner, takes the win. Look at that Atom closing in. Can't quite make the move though on track. It's going to be BRT Griffiths who rounds out the podium. What about SLR Southerner with his battle with Squashy Cheese? He finishes 5th in the end. Fantastic race for PHM. Benster takes a second sprint race victory of the season. His first one coming in France, now here at Silverstone. SLR Medal just missing out at the end. Benster and the PHM team were too much for him in the sprint race. BRT Griffiths will take the final podium place. FGE Atom with a fantastic drive will hold on to 4th place. SLR Southerner will round out the top 5. Balotta, unfortunately, wasn't to be for him. He did a fantastic opening few laps to hold on to the race lead, but still gets points in the end. Great drive from the NP after a tough week last week. P6. QWERTY P7, and I think it was Squashy Cheese who took the final point.
It was indeed. Was that Atom's F2 debut, or has he raced here before? I know he's recently been added to it.
I believe it was his F2 debut, yeah.
Not a bad debut at all. If you can get up to pace, definitely one to keep an eye on.
Definitely, he's done a great job. So then, let's go through your sprint race classification once more then. It's Benster, as we've said, who's taken a second sprint race victory of the season, takes all 11 points as he takes the fastest lap as well. as it's SLR Medal, who finishes runner-up with BRT Griffiths. Ran out the top three. Atom P4, Cylinder P5, EMP Motorsport Ballotta P6, F1AB QWERTY P7, Squashy Cheese takes the final point. Cooper Benz P9, Paraquicks P10, UK Beast Assassin recovered to P11 after contact with his teammate. Owen Howe and Baggy Fan, the two Van Amersfoort racing cars, 12th to 13th. Hammers 14th, Halo 15th, and Husky Saturn 16th. And no DNFs at all in that race, Moley, which is great to see. No retirements in pit lane either.
Yeah, it's nice to see that nobody gave up. There's nothing worse for me than seeing people retire in the pits. I
Agreed.
cannot stand it. But yeah, good to see they all stuck it out. There's always a chance of a safety car, so you would be stupid to retire and just chuck away anything. Am I correct in saying there's a lobby restarts?
You'd be right, because the tyre allocation glitch is still a thing.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah, Benster, 7th SLRF2 race victory then, still keeps him 10th on the all-time leaderboard, only 3 short of next UK Beast Assassin. That is his second ever third SLRF2 pole position. That puts him tied with a race roller in 9th place. But yeah, Ben's doing a fantastic job so far since coming back to full time this season. Has taken absolutely no time whatsoever to get back up to speed. And here at Silverstone, he's going to be starting on pole position for the feature race, Moley. And really, he was looking like the quickest car out there in the sprint race.
Yeah, I think he did. Obviously, Griffiths got held up probably a bad moment, lap 5, lap 6, but Benster cleared it. Benster had to clear the same traffic a lap before, managed to do it, so race on. Hopefully they can get away cleanly off the line and give us a proper ding-dong.
Indeed we do. Get your quirky question. If you want to put quirky questions in the chat, feel free, but get your questions in the chat. We'll try and answer them. It was his debut, yeah, spot on with that. But Moley, since we've got a bit of an intermission period, do you know what time it is? And no, it's not 33 minutes past 8.
Oh, I know what time it is. It's time for you to embarrass me again with random questions that I don't particularly want to answer.
It's block chat.
Here we go.
Well then, get your questions in for the chat for SLR Moley, and we will make sure he will answer them. Moley, bank holiday this weekend. Have you got any bloke activities you're going to be up to?
Absolutely fucking not. No, I'm working on the Friday and the Monday, so I've got Saturday, Sunday off. I'll be doing as little as possible. Yeah, I down here in Cornwall, every Tom, Dick and Harry's on the way down, so I'm going to stay indoors.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're getting into the lobby now. I'm trying to think of some other block questions. I haven't really got anything prepared at all.
I've got one for you then. Off.
Go on then.
Good old Atom's Discord name. What is your favourite McFlurry flavour?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, when the ice cream machine is actually working, because mine is never ever working.
It's a rare feat indeed.
Yeah, it's probably the Oreo one's got to be up there for me, or the Galaxy one, or the Biscoff one. Whatever.
I'm looking forward to trying the Biscoff one. That's coming back supposedly in April.
It is.
Oh, is that true? Is it?
It is. It is.
The Galaxy one at the minute is quite nice.
Yeah, agreed.
I really like that raspberry one they did last time round.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, I forgot about that one. Amazing. Speaking of fast food, what is the most block fast food restaurant you can go to?
Oh god. Oh well, kebab. Kebab house. Your local kebab house on the corner.
Oh yes. Oh, we love a kebab. We love a kebab house. One near me. Oh, every time I have a kebab.
What's your regular order at the kebab house then? If we're getting into this talk, make me hungry.
So obviously put pure fucking doner meat in a good old naan. Naan. We'll go with naan. Into naan bread with some lovely fucking with some lovely chips. He does the best chips. I think he's Turkish, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, he does the best garlic bread as well. Like he is the top dog, the absolute top dog. Um, some some curry sauce as well. Get them all over fucking chips. Um, I think that's normally about it for my order. What about you?
I just go for come all that salad crap. That's for the rabbits. Screw that. Mixed meat and chips every time. Get the garlic sauce. Get the garlic sauce
Whoa!
on top. I'm a fat cunt. I'm here to eat. Here, eat shit food. Give it to me.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. You embrace it. What else? What else? Other block questions we got for block chat. What's your favourite half mil socket?
Ah, meal socket. No comment. Unfortunately, I'm not bloke enough for this discussion.
That's poor. That is
It is
fucking
very
poor.
poor.
Very poor. Um,
Yeah, the scoffs
yeah,
from the viewers.
yeah. What's your favourite size of socket in the chat? Get it in. 10 mil. I know the one is goes missing all the time. Nathan Aspin was just absolute fucking fucked up going price. Just another deciding leg. Absolutely love it. Beer and Mr. Brightside again in about
Oh,
half an hour.
time for an ice
When
cream, I
we
think.
Oh, you're making me want to go grab one now, but we've got the race in 10 seconds. I definitely need a drink though, so give me 2 secs. We're going to load in for the feature race in a few minutes' time. We'll have a few minutes break as well. So actually, hang on, I've just realised I need to conclude bloke chat. Shit. 1 minute, and we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, we won't be back tomorrow. We're not racing this week, you fucking
Well, you
donut.
concluding that there's potential for a safety car yet?
Well, as
Well,
of
hold out
now,
for the dreams of that.
we will be concluding bloke chat as of now. That would have been really embarrassing if I got an advert then. But anyway, let me go have a drink. Remember that? I'm hydrated and ready for a feature race where we might be expecting a different winner. We'll go through the grid again. At the moment, everyone's selected the hard tyre. It's going to be PHM Benster on pole position for the third time in his SLR F2 career, and a different pole sitter other than BR2 Griffiths this season. Speaking of Griffiths, he's going to be joining alongside him on the front row. PHM, first and third, they are on a big hunt for a Constructors' Championship in their debut season, and what a driver pairing they've got, and what a start of the season they've had. It's going to be the High Tech Grand Prix pairing of FG Atom and Squashy Cheese P4, P5. F1AB Quert in the first of the dams is going to be P6 with Owen Howe 36. He's going to be hoping for a better sprint race in P7. SLR Medal, runner-up in the sprint race, he's going to be hoping to make some progress in the feature race. He's going to be P8. SSR Halo P9, and Bad Otter rounds out the top 10, looking to get some more points. Hammers P11, Baggy Fan of the second Van Hours Force in P12, Paraquix 13th, Husky Saturn 14th, and it's a back row of Rawding Carlins, a UK Beast Assassin, and Cooper Benz, hoping to not make contact on the opening corner once again.
I'm surprised to see that Beast is the only one starting on the soft tyres here. I'd expected a couple others outside of that top 10 to give it a chance. But maybe they're going to be a last second changer.
Yeah, they ain't going for it. As soon as I say that, Bad Otter's now switched to the softs right at the death. And formation lap. one of the longest formation laps of the season, is now underway. We'll have the longest formation lap next week at Spa. Well, yeah, next week at Spa. But yeah, Molly, 15 laps ahead of us. For the first time this season, I can't actually decide who's going to win this one.
Oh, it's a impossible call, to be honest. They're both so well matched. I mean, it's between two drivers theoretically, unless if they collide with one another and take each other out. It's between the front two. It really is a toss of the coin. You'd hope that Southern or Atom might be able to get involved if these two squabble enough. But if they shake and bake away, it's going to come down to the final lap. It could be another case of you and Toby at France a couple seasons ago, which is a brilliant race to watch as well.
Take me back. I didn't even care I lost that race that day. That was just some of the best racing I think I've ever had in my life.
It's a phenomenal watch, that is for sure.
Phenomenal to be a part of.
We could be in. I think we could be in for something similar today, to be honest.
I hope so, because I mean, you know as well as I, F2 hasn't been as entertaining in the past few seasons as it has in the previous. Obviously, we lost quite a few big names, which has obviously not helped. They've moved on, but we've still got some big names in here, of course, that are still giving us some good action, fighting for titles, of course. Toby looking for a second consecutive title. Looking to match SLR Jam on 2 championships. But again, still a long way to go here in the Season 9 of SLR F2. They're about to finish their formation lap. Let's hope Cooper Benz hasn't been it again. And Molly, we're about to get underway for, well, what could be maybe the race of the season.
Absolutely. Hopefully it's the only proper race start. Oh my, imagine if they won't get, there's unlikely to be a red flag.
Oh, did you watch Div 3 last week?
I've been informed about it and someone's inability to get in the box. Oh, crikey.
I think we spent about 20 minutes to half an hour just trying to do the race start.
Jesus.
Oh, great. Dino will very much enjoy that one. I enjoyed it as well. We're about to enjoy 15 laps at Silverstone then. Ahead of us now. Got an awful camera angle looking at the back of the grid, but all 5 laps are on. Here at Silverstone, we are underway for the final race of the evening here in Silverstone. Who's going to take this one? It's Benz to hold on to the leader, is it? Because going into Abbey Corner, Griffiths with his notoriously better starts might be able to take the lead. Benz's nearly off the road. BRT Griffiths takes the lead into the first corner then. Southerner's all over the back of his teammate, but he's also got Atom all over him. Southerner round the outside of his teammate. Can he make the move work? Look at Atom lurking in the background. Can he make the move work round the outside of the loop? We've got cars swapping everywhere. We've got yellow flags. That's Baggy fan off at the back. BRT Griffiths, though, has made a fantastic start. Look at F1 AB closing up as well. But look at FGE Atom. Maybe down the inside of Brooklands on SLR Southerner. Is he going to make the move on the PHO? Having a look. Can't quite make the move, or can he? With the inside line. Return to the outside line. He's got it done. He's into 3rd place. He's Atom with a fantastic getaway. But BRT Griffiths, nearly 7 tenths ahead already, Moley.
7 tenths ahead. That's the exact start that Griffiths needed. He would have been listening and just known that Benster is there to challenge, and he's gone. Yeah, you can challenge, boys. I'm going to turn up now. Turn up, get to the back, and stop being the pretender.
Oh, who's that making a move? Banotta making the move. And Maggots, what a move. Has he got the move done on Owen? Contact between the two again. But Banotta going into Beckett's has got the move done. You don't normally see moves in there. We've seen 2 in the space of 2 races. A fantastic overtake there from Banotta. Into 7th place he goes. And look at UKB's Assassin. Might be able to make 2 moves into Stowe here. Gets past Paraquicks. Is he going to get past his relative Owen Howe? Might think about it. He is thinking about it. Making the most of the soft tyres. Heading towards the Bale chicane. Is the rolling collie going to get past the Van Amersfoort? Under braking. Yes, he does. Into 8th place goes UKB's Assassin.
I get the feeling there was a bit of family orders in that one there myself. Owen knows.
Family orders. Love that.
Yeah, I think that was a planned move there to get Beast through on those soft tyres because they're not in the same race as the second. And Beast to make 7 places up on the first lap, that is a perfect start. Ballot has only made
contact!
3. Between who?
Jesus round. I believe it was with Cooper Benz down at turn 3, and that's seen the high tech have had a fantastic race in the sprint. spinning out and out of the points completely now.
I do feel for Mr. Cheese though. He had, as you said, a brilliant sprint. It's the funs of tight racing. First, second lap, always going to get bits and bobs here and there. Apologies for that. But of course, back at front, Griffiths has built the gap to what 8-9 tenths there. He's controlling this race really well at the second. Atom is dropping off the front two, so it. Oh dear. Meadow's got past Quercy coming into the Maggers and Beckett's. Meadow will now be all over the back of Southerner in a second and potentially fighting with these. I can see Atom, Southerner, and Metal actually having a pretty good fight for third place here, actually.
Agreed. Look at UKB's Assassin closing on Ballotta, heading towards Stowe Corner. Is he going to go for the move? No, but Ballotta had a little look and an F1 be quick. That's going to give him a poor run out the corner, which might allow Beast to close up going towards the Bell chicane. We've got moved down a bit further down the field. Is Ballotta going to go for the move? Is UKB's Assassin going to go for the move? They're both going to go for it. Going through the final chicane, Ballotta with a lovely move around the outside. The UKB's Assassin with a lovely move around the outside. Through Club, he's made the move into 7th place. 2 positions lost with F1 AB QWERTY. Ballotta and UKB's Assassin make the most of it.
That was lovely to watch from Beast there. He gave QWERTY just enough space. Oh, Halo's lost it on the pit straight as well. It's an interesting place to lose it.
Very late on as well.
Yes. Must have been some form of contact with somebody to lose it there, because there's no way you lose it any other way there.
The 2 soft runners battling it out for 6th place at the moment. They're going to help each other close up. UKB's Assassin, we've seen some lovely moves from him, not just in F2 around this track, but in F1 last week as well. He's going to be looking to get a few more now as we go through Luffield, closing up on Ballotta in the HP Motorsport. Appears to be the quicker card as the Rolling Colin had a very tough sprint race because of contact. He's now very much looking for revenge to get some big points to his name once again. A veteran of this division is UKB's Assassin, knows what it takes to fight near the front. And wants to get back to the front of this division, heading towards Maggots now. Surely he's not going to go for the move again like he did last week. No, he thinks better of it and will wait until the hanger straight. BRT Griffiths in the meantime has now pulled over a second gap to Benster, so he will not have the DRS advantage. But run on board with UKB's Assassin, he will have the DRS advantage. Going towards Stowe now. Is he going to go for the move on Ballotta? Goes to the inside line. Should be a fairly easy move for the Rodin Carlin. And down the inside he goes and up into 6th place. A fantastic first 3 laps from UKB's Assassin, making the most of those soft compound tyres. 9 positions gained for the Carlin.
How long are you expecting these soft tyres to last? Have you got any idea on that data or no?
Not Scooby-Doo, mate. I'm not going to have to touch his cars probably since the start of the game.
That's absolutely fine. I would guess you're looking at like 6 or 7 at a push, surely.
As long as it's not like Spain, mate, where they get punches then. Oh. That was still insane thinking about it. You mentioned about Medal versus Southerner versus Atom. I believe Southerner has now lost DRS. He has now lost DRS to Atom. This is going to now allow Medal to close up. And we said about him needing to make an impact in feature races. This is probably a good chance for him. But the one problem is the championship leader is the one leading the race.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's taking those comments quite personally there and is going to prove us that he can make the impact in the feature races, and if he gets P3 here, that's an incredible drive to gain 6 places and get a podium. But as you said, Toby unfortunately has proved that he's inevitable, and Benster just can't get near him for a second. Hopefully Benster can find the similar pace that he had in the sprint and begin to close this gap soon.
Still sticking on board with Russell Medal, 3.5 tenths away from his former championship rival, runner-up position last season of SLR Southern. Can't close up enough to make the move again. Ballotta's doing a fantastic job as well. To stick with the back of UKB's Assassin. Medal with a time penalty. And that's going to cost him in the long run in this race. He's the man who won the sprint race last time and runner up earlier on. UKB's Assassin nearly within DRS ratings now. Medal needs a good first sector with this lap and maybe well within the fight for a podium.
Yes, he's going to have to pull something out of the bag now to. Oh, that's in pit retirement.
Safety car. That's I think that's on the main straight.
That is.
It is on the main straight.
Well. Oh well,
Wow,
this
we
race
saw
has just
Halo
swung to Beast and Bad Otter.
Wow, they are gonna. They really have to pit because this pit lane. I think it is the longest pit lane of the season. No.
Yes, it is, especially in the F2 cars.
Oh yeah, mate.
But
It feels like about 6 to 12 business days. This pit lane in F2 cars.
yeah, and getting the tyres changed. This truly has given the race to Beast. This is now Beast and Bad Otter's 1-2 to throw away. Because if these guys on the hards pit now for the soft, no way they're going to do 8 to 10 laps. No bloody way. I would
Well,
love someone to chuck their tyre wear in. Well, one of these two, and what their softs are doing. Because it's going to be absolutely horrific.
yeah, we're gonna stick on board with the race leader, BR2 Griffiths. Squashy Cheese. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Someone stopped. Someone's had a spin. Squishy Cheese. Or is he getting his delta down from? Is it that bloody hard?
Yeah, he was trying to get Delta down, and he's ended up getting a drive-through penalty. Of course, he'll have to serve after the safety car. Oh dear. Yeah, you said this race might swing to Beast. I don't think he's won, and since season 7, I think.
This is definitely the chance. Because even if these guys, well, they're going to have to go to the soft tyre, his hards are going to be perfect for the last 4 or 5 laps. QWERTY is staying out. QWERTY going to be the only one to stay. Oh, there's just been contact between Bad Otter and Cooper Benz. Yeah, 5-second penalty.
He's got a penalty.
Almost like Bad Otter. It looked like Bad Otter slowed before Coop was expecting it for the pit entry. Coop, which is like one of my pet hates, Coop wants to leave it to the last second and slam the anchors on. Whereas Bad Otter has brought the pace down gradually.
Oh, Southerner is definitely going to lose out here. He's going to lose out multiple positions. He's going to be behind. Not even behind Bad Otter, maybe. No, he's just got out ahead of Bad Otter. He's lost out, though, to SLR Medal as the PHM driver because having to double stack behind his teammate. But yeah, the only driver to stay out, as you mentioned, is F1 AB QWERTY. He's going to stay out on the hard tyres, and we're only going to have two drivers at pit, I believe. We'll get the tyre graphic up. Yeah, on the hard tyre. And that is, of course, Bad Otter and UK Beast Assassin. And Bad Otter has actually jumped ahead of UK Beast Assassin.
I was going to say that. That's a surprise to say the least, because Beast wouldn't have been held at all there. So he must have got a green on his pet entry instead of the purple.
Well, lap 6 of 15 in this race, and we've got a bit of a strange one now because you can see all the drivers on fresh soft compound tyres. You think, oh, they've got it easy. Tyre wear around here is absolutely obnoxious. They're not going to get to the end of the race. Doubt it anyway. It'll be a very long stretch.
How many
Bad Otter and UK Beast will.
Hards would these guys have?
They will have 2.
Are we going to sit? I think if
no,
someone had,
they have 1.
only
They
the
have
one.
1. Yeah, because obviously we've had a lot. So they'll have 2 sets of softs. They'll have one from one-shot qualifying and the feature, but they'll only have 1 set of hards.
Because if they had another set of hards, they'd be pit now, change your hards, and you're going to drop to the back of the grid, but you go to the end of the race.
Will they?
I would.
No, they will have 2 sets. They will have 2 sets of
Because if
hards.
a lobby restart, yeah, I'd pit and change back to your hard tyres now. You're going to lose track position, but it's a lot better to lose track position than potentially lose your tyres X amount of laps down the line. And QWERTY is now pitted. That is a very weird decision not to pit earlier.
Is anyone going to pit again? Maybe they've heard us. Baggy, pit! Baggy, pit!
Baggy, do it! Come on!
Baggy, pit!
This is the podium,
Hey,
Baggy!
who's that? Benz is in!
Oh, I think that.
He's heard us!
Is this to get rid of his 5-second penalty?
Benz, pit for hard. This is
Put
your
the
chance.
hard tyres on. I repeat, hard tyres on.
Get a hard on. Get the hards on. They're the softs! It's the softs!
At least we're a lap fresher, I suppose. There's a better chance of them lasting, but... Oh, Halo's in.
Get to the end.
Come on, Halo. Tell me you're doing it. Oh,
He is!
Halo,
He is!
good
He is!
boy.
Come on, Halo! there's absolutely no biased comms here whatsoever. We just want everyone to do well, but my spidey senses tell me this is going to get fucking tasty, but we're about halfway through the race now. They need to do, what, like 7 laps on the softs? Can they do that? I don't know.
Obviously, Beast and Battle did 5, but they weren't, towards the end of that lap, they weren't catching those ahead. So 5 or 6, it looked like that was becoming the changeover from the soft to the hard tyres having the pace advantage. So if that is the case, it's. I don't think it will be because it's not going to leave those two that far adrift, is it? Surely not.
No. So, what? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So no, they'll do 7 laps on the...
I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible, but they're going to be shagged from the end. Absolutely shagged.
You got the nail on the coffin there.
You were going about Spain and punctures. We could see potential punctures here, I reckon.
Yeah, spot on.
Surely.
Speed causes punctures. Is one thing I've learned. And, well,
that's why I never get them, because I don't have any speed.
Well, that's depressing, isn't it? Halo's gone back on... Ah, hang on. No, they don't have 2 sets of hards. Because Halo's gone back on 3-lap-old hards.
No, I think Halo obviously pitted earlier, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, Halo started on the hards. No. Yeah, hards. No.
Hard, soft, hard.
Laps. Halo must have pitted before the safety car.
He did.
Yeah.
I
was about to say they did more than 3 laps before the safety car came out. Yeah, they did 5.
Am I looking at the wrong car? Am I being a moron? No, I'm not being a moron.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, that might be why they haven't done it then, which is interesting.
So we'd have gone back to the other set.
Yeah.
But surely the hards are going to give you 10 laps on this. So they would have been fine, but what do we know?
Oh!
We're in the... What?
Oh, I was doing the darts.
I thought for a second Griffiths may have done his best Owen Howell impression and overtook the safety car.
Oh dear. You know, Jam did that in a McEwen as well.
Oh no.
He got disqualified for it. He was fuming, absolutely fuming. I felt horrible for him, and we don't talk about Silverstone McEwen because that's been my fucking bogey track for the past like 3 seasons. Maybe, actually no, it's been my bogey track since season 7. Hopefully next season. Anyway, safety cars at the end of this lap. Mola BRT Griffiths is going to get us back underway, and we have very much got a race on our hands now.
Absolutely. A race of nutrition, a race of tyre whispering and saving every ounce of grip they can.
Well, when's he going to go? Is he going to go early? Is he going to go late? We'll keep an eye on our race leader. It appears to have gone already before they've even reached the Bell chicane, and we're going to get underway then. BRT Griffiths hasn't really caught him napping, in by Benster. Going through Club, the final corner. We've got a few overtakes already. I'm not sure why. It's because that's why. It's because Cheese into the pit lane again. I'm not sure if he's got damage or what. Lap 9:15 in this race. We're back to green. Yeah, good point. Spot on. I forgot about that. So yeah, we're back under green then, and they've kept it all clean. We're going to go a bit further down the field. Looks like Owen House closing. He's right on the back of his relative, UK Beast Assassin. Is he going to go for the move? No. They are really going to be under threat, is Balotto and UK Beast Assassin in the cars behind, who are on soft tyres. Because, I mean, look at Balotto. He's already lost a second and a half.
Yeah, they're going to feel a bit of short-term pain for long-term gain. It's going to be vital if they don't drop outside the top 10 here. If they can remain in the top 10 and within like 5 seconds of the lead, they've got every chance of gaining the back at the end. And same as lap 1, I think that was a family orders there. Playing full effect with beasts like Owen through, put him along.
Baggy fan, what a move! He's just made a move down the inside of the left field on F1 AB Crazy. He's into the points, his Baggy fan. And didn't expect to be saying that.
Racing with confidence. Come on, Baggy.
Come on, Baggy. Doing a mega job in that banana spot. Can he hold on to it though? He's got about 6 laps to go when we cross the line. And, well, punches I think very much will be on the card, and especially if you're on pad as well. And we've got yellow flags, we've got Squashy Cheese off at the back, who's having a very tough weekend. Knowing how, though, he's not having a tough feature race anyway. At the moment, going into Stowe, he's going to make the move on Balotta very easily. Or is he? Because look at Balotta, around the outside, he's got to be squeezed towards the curb, but at the end, does give it up. And knowing how 36 is into the top 6.
It's 2.9 seconds off the top 5. The top 5 have absolutely bolted.
Baggy's just mounted that curb like he's just seen a hot blonde on the street, and with that has just lost 2 positions.
He got overexcited there and overstimulated for the thought of a P10 finish.
Oh, look at Cooper Benz, contact with F180 Quirt. He's nearly lost the car again as the road in Carlin, and he's not been able to get the chance to attack again.
Cooper and QWERTY are definitely 2 drivers I wouldn't want to see side by side on track. There is always with those 2 a potential of an incident.
Cheese, I think he's about to give up.
I think that's him done.
Is he? I don't know. He hasn't retired yet, but
I mean, fair play if he sticks this one out. Fair fucking play.
Yeah,
But Toby's had a mistake.
Back to the front, I've spammed.
Yeah, that was nearly a second a minute ago. Toby's had a mistake somewhere.
I tell you what, the man who thought the man we thought he wouldn't crack under any pressure whatsoever is very much cracking under pressure at Silverstone, and he's not enjoying this one bit. Lost out on pole, lost out on the sprint race, lost out on the fastest lap in the sprint race, and as it stands, Mo, he's going to be under a lot of threat in this feature race, and for the first time this season may not win a feature race.
The Benster's now got within the DRS, which will kick into life next lap. This can now get juicy. Beast needs to clear Bad Otter this lap as well, if he is going to have any chance of being on the alternate strategy here.
They are nearly 10 seconds off the lead already, is UK Beast Assassin.
Bit too much potentially, but podium can still be there.
Yeah, maybe their strategy isn't going to pay off. Maybe the softs maybe will hold on even with Puncher on the final lap. We'll see. Still quite a few laps to go, but I think this is the battle we all wanted, Moley. It's Benster versus Griffiths for the victory. This safety car has very much made it happen.
Oh, hail to the safety car gods there for giving us something good.
Go for it just yet. It's Benster, but of course we'll get another dose of DRS going down the hanger straight later on in the lap. But the goal here is just stick as close as you can to the back of that ART Grand Prix. Read the back of that rear wing, like it's your favourite book. And we will have 4 laps to go when across the line. But Benster, victory in the sprint race, took pole position at the moment. He's taken every single point so far this weekend. If he wants to do that again, if he wants to do it in this race, he needs to take the victory and needs to take that fastest lap off the race leader and championship leader, BRT Griffiths. But he's looking very comfortable out there as Benson. Nothing seems to be phasing him at the moment.
No. Yeah, not so. Looking at it, Griffiths lost 8 tenths through the middle sector last lap, so there's definitely a moment. Both of these drivers are on 1 warning, so if they battle too hard and aren't clean, penalties may play a factor as well. It's so easy to pick them up at this circuit.
We're going to stick on board with this battle in front for a little while because it could get very, very tasty unless something's happening a bit further down the field. Might actually go on board with Cooper Benz. There is something happening down the field. Punisher's nearly gone into the pit lane. He's gone more deep than most men have in Lana Roads. And lost 2 positions with that. Cooper Benz now into the points paying positions.
I thought a penalty, that's a shock.
Back to the front again though, Moley. DRS will be active.
Something else to know, Atom is on a couple of warnings. Obviously, Metal's got his penalty. Southerner is not in a bad position for a podium here.
Good point. No, I haven't just yet. Is SLR Southern needs to get within DRS range though of SLR Medal. For that to happen though, if he wants to close up on FGE Atom, like I said, penalties can very much change the outcome of this race. Benson's still sticking very well with Griffiths, and he's just not looking comfortable at all in this stint. And was really under a lot of pressure in the sprint race to reform. Didn't get what he wanted in the end. Seen his rival take all the points so far this weekend. Wants to change that area in the feature race. Make sure that doesn't happen. But at the moment, I think surely your money's on Benster Mola.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he plays this smart, money's there for sure. Well, I mean, I said it last time. I said I think he overtook medal too early, but once he got past, he absolutely opened the gap. Can he do this? Can he replicate here? For me, it seems like he's more inclined to sit behind Griffiths until the perfect opportunity to strike arises.
Still sticking on board with him. I'm actually going to go back down to UKB's Assassin because he's closing up on Ballotta, going into Stoke corner. He isn't going to make the move. If want to be QWERTY, he's having a look on Cooper Benz, lost position on the previous lap. But no, can't quite make the move. Going into the rail chicane, is he going to have a look? QWERTY had a little look, but there's no room for him to get past.
Yeah, just putting that wing in there a little bit silly, but thankfully nothing came from it.
A bit further ahead, Cooper Benz closing on his teammate UKB's Assassin. We saw a bit of drama between these two at the start of the sprint race. Contact, saw them both round. Is he going to go for the move on his teammate? Yes, he is. There's no team orders at running. Carlin. Nearly contact again between the two. Benz sent it to the inside. Is he going to make the move? He's on the quicker soft compound tyres. At the moment, he's onto the grass. Is the Carlin. That might allow F1AB QWERTY to make his way through. Going into Brooklands, might make the move. Has got the outside line. It'd be a fantastic move if he can make it work. But no, Cooper Benz somehow is going to hold on to that position.
We're back to a tenth as well between the two leaders. Oh, 2.5 tenths now. This could be the one. This could be the lap.
At 13 and 15, not long to go at all. 2 laps to go when they cross the line. DRS once again now will be enabled for Benster. He will close up a lot here on the race leader BRT Griffiths. Is it time to go for a move? Is he going to be smart and wait potentially to the final lap? He's closing up. Is he going to go for the move into Stone? No, you can see him lift off and back out. More penalties further down the field. But we're sticking on board with the front at the moment because that is where the battle is at for the race victory.
Yeah, that's saying it's definitely turning into that battle that we wanted. It's not position changes, but Benster is playing it very smart and showing he's got a wise head on those shoulders. Oh,
UKB's Assassin, the next one to pick up a penalty. We'll get the penalty graphic up quickly. It's a SLR medal. Ballotta, UKB's Assassin, Cooper Benz, Punisher, Baggy, Saturn and Squashy Cheese, all with penalties at the moment further down the field. Gaps are still fairly close in the midfield. Battle for the final podium place is very much on. SLR Southerner has made his way within range of DRS range, of SLR medal. Is on for 4th place at the moment, maybe a 3rd place if anything changes from here on out. Just under 2 laps to go now, Molly. The gap has now opened up a bit in front to 7 tenths.
Yeah, that's Griffiths has found himself a little bit of breathing space he needed. Maybe this is a sign the tyres are coming off, are falling away, and Benster can't just control them at that level of wear compared to Griffiths. Oh, both the Rodins are off in the fucking... These are just... Okay, these are just retarded on track. I'm going to take a guess. Coop's just retarded on track too. The Coop crash.
No, they're both retired on track. They're still moving. What on earth is happening down at Roland Carlin? That was very much a strange one.
I think there was an attempted overtake with one of them, and it took both of them off the circuit. And obviously there was a, but yeah, a fly on the wall on that team after was sure would be an interesting one.
What a strange. That was very strange. But we're already going on to the final lap, Moley. But we've still got a race victor to decide.
We have indeed. The gap, as you're saying, it's at the pace it's been for 3 or 4 laps now. Benster really needs to nail this. Is he going to be ruined the fact that he didn't attempt it? Oh, sausage curves are on the inside. I think that's game, set, match. And he's definitely going to come back, as you were saying, to Rue when he lifted out 2 laps ago down the hanging straight. He should have just sent it and hoped for the best.
Yeah, nearly a second still, and at the moment it's looking like it's Toby's with 3/4 of a lap to go, and by the looks of the F2 chat, it looks like Cooper Benz's tyres are absolutely gone. He ploughed into the side of his teammate. You could definitely say UKB's Assassin is not a happy camper this evening at all.
Sure, I will see a good... Well, I would say I'll see a good view of that over the next few days, but Beast may not submit because, of course, it would be a penalty for himself to retirement.
And look at Benster. Now has lost that second. It's surely Toby for the taking now. He's had quite a lot of pressure from Benster in this feature race. He's took it all, sucked it up, and has done a fantastic job, and he's on course to take yet another victory in this dominant season of his. Didn't quite get pole position in the end, lost out to Benster after a fantastic lap from the PHM. He can maybe get the pole record next week in Spa. Didn't get the sprint race victory. Benster again with a fantastic drive, but BRT Griffiths has only got 2 more corners, the Vale chicane and Club at the 18th and final corner of this track, and now the reigning champion and the championship leader will cross the line to take a 36th career victory here in SLR F2. It's BRT Griffiths who wins the feature race here at Silverstone. Benster fought him right to the end but missed out by 1.2 seconds. Will finish runner-up. FG Yatta will take the final podium place, a podium on his SLR F2 weekend debut. SLR Southern with a great drive will finish P4, medal after penalties P5, Owen P6, Barotta tried it with a hard at the end, will finish P7. F1 AB Qwerty just misses out. P8, Punisher will finish P9 on track with Baggy Fan taking P9 in the end. Points for him in the Van Amersfoort Racing Team. Husky Saturn will take the final points as Punisher drops to 11th with penalties, and eventually will be Halo. Squashy Cheese will eventually round out the classification. And Moley, it did go down to the last lap, but in the end it looked like Griffiths had the tyre wear left and knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, I think the other possibility as well is off his course with being tucked in behind Benster, everything with his tyres, and use up all the life he had there to just grab onto the back of Griffiths, but didn't have enough to go further. It was still a great fight to watch. Fair play to Griffiths on the win, Benster on the P2 perfect, and as you said, Atom debut podium. Can't ask for much more, can you?
Exactly, he's done a fantastic job on his debut weekend. Baggy Fan gets the in-game driver of the day. Yeah, Molly, who are you going to give a driver of the day to after that one?
Oh God. Atom.
Yeah,
I
cool.
don't know how much experience he has in the F2 cars, obviously, but to come in, hold off those behind, and again in the sprint race, obviously how he was holding up Griffiths and matching the pace of the front two, so I think he definitely deserves it there.
Yeah, I figured I agree with you with that one. Great drive from Atom as Griffiths takes 26 points as he gets the fastest lap as well in the feature race. See, Toby's actually wanted to join the party this week. Yeah, about time.
No technical issues this week, then, is there?
Yeah, he's actually going to get the win this week. Looks like we've got the whole top 3 in the party, which is absolutely lovely to see. Make sure you get your boxes ticked so we can hear your lovely voices on the stream. We'll be back to the... let me go back to the menu. Atom's connecting tip party. Who else have we got? Have we got everyone in here?
Benster's not here yet.
Benster. So yeah, another round in the books. Then we'll invite Benster. If not, I'll invite Medal. Get him in instead.
But this one we get suffering too with Atom's issues to connect.
Yeah. Here's Benster. There we go then. Top 3 in the party. Atom's still connecting. Make sure you get your boxes ticked so we can hear your voices on to stream. And well, we'll start off with Benster then in the PHM. He fantastic drive in the sprint race to take your second sprint race victory of the season. Pole position as well, adding to the fantastic weekend. Couldn't quite get Toby at the end. The safety car managed to bring you back in contention when you lost DRS. But talk us through, well, what was potentially a weekend which could actually get you back in the championship.
Yeah, back in the championship's optimistic, but yeah, he just had the edge on us in the race, to be honest. I was trying my best, but I think in coming weeks I might just have to be a little bit more aggressive, I'd say. You know, instead of staying behind, maybe fancy a cheeky move instead. Try and put him off a bit, because if you let him have his own race, he's just going to win. He's just that fast.
Uh, yeah, he's again, like you said, been very quick all season long, especially last season as well, carrying over. How are you feeling ahead of the next round going into Spa? I believe it's next week. Obviously, last season Toby didn't really do that well at Spa, so do you think you can maybe capitalise on that if he's not again as well this season?
Well, I mean, I hope so. Yeah. I think my first F2 race was at Spa back a few seasons ago, and I enjoyed it then. So hopefully, yeah, I can mount a challenge again that week, and maybe even take it to him in the feature as well. Try and get at least some points over him would be nice at some point.
Yeah, again, fantastic job. Nevertheless, Molly, have you got any questions to add?
I do actually. So saying about maybe being a bit more aggressive in the future, is that you alluding at the fact you regret not trying to overtake him on? I think it was lap 13 when you had to brake and lift off. Are you wishing you went for the move there, or were you never going to be able to make that move anyway?
Um, it was that lap and a few different ones before that as well, just lifting off into that corner into Stowe. So I think, yeah, I probably do regret not making that move, and I probably will make it in the future now as well. So we'll see.
And how dead were the tires at the end there? Were you clinging on for life, or did the softs have plenty? Because we were surprised to see them go so far in the comms box.
75% crossing the line on the front
Puncture
left.
range.
Yeah, big time. They were horrible.
That's all from me, good older Mr. Corey. And it still looks
Yeah,
like
Atom's.
Atom's having
Yeah,
issues.
few problems for Atom then. Any problems he's had this evening, to be fair, he's done fantastic. Um, did I hear him there? I don't know. Hey, I can hear him. He's connecting, but yeah. I guess we'll go to Atom then.
Atom, are you able to
Atom,
tick your box because it hasn't connected you properly? Oh, perfect.
strange. We'll go to FG Atom then again. On your SLR F2 debut weekend, not too bad of a performance. P4 and P3 in the end, and yeah, probably one that will go down in the history books. To be fair, great weekend from yourself. Talk us through your opening weekend in SLR F2. Yeah, again, a debut to remember. To be fair, pace was absolutely sensational. I haven't seen pace like that since Toby really on his debut in Belgium all those seasons ago. Speaking of Belgium, we've got Belgium coming up next. If you will be racing that, how are you feeling ahead of that? Do you think you can maybe get back on the podium again? We will see then. Again, best of luck next week, and congratulations on your podium today. Molly, any more questions?
I've got a couple again. So obviously this is your F2 debut with us. Are you a veteran of the F2 cars, or is this your first time touching them in quite a while? That's definitely impressive pace to show for not driving them for 4 to 5 months. So, congratulations on that one there. No worries.
So then, on to our race winner. And the overall point scorer of the weekend is BRT Griffiths, who decided to actually turn up this week. Congratulations on the feature race victory, but for the first time this season, no pole position for you, no sprint race victory for you for the first time since France.
Yeah.
Benster really made you push for it today and wasn't able to take full points.
Yeah, I tried. Well, I used a different setup in the race to what I'd been using just in TT. I thought it was the same as what I'd used last season, and it wasn't at first. That meant that quali and sprint race I was using a setup that wasn't particularly optimal. But like fair play to Ben. So he had the opportunity to win. He took it, and he was absolutely dominant in that sprint. Managed to tweak a few things with the setup for the feature, and it got me back to my best. Um, it still wasn't easy, especially with those softs. I was just trying to save the tyres for a few laps, and then pushed again the final 2 laps. But yeah, it's just one of those weekends really. I struggled for pace in the sprint and then managed to get it back in the feature. Gutted not to get a pole. I wanted it this week. I wanted that record, but there's still next week. There's still the week after. I hope to try and push for that record.
Yeah, as Jeremy Clarkson say, it's time for the smug face. Obviously, next week we're heading to Spa, which, last game you had a pretty decent race there. But this game, you don't have a good record there at all. How are you feeling ahead
No.
of Spa?
Now, would you like to remind us all live on stream who won last season in the feature race, Corey?
Me!
Was it? It's just for whatever reason, it's a track that does not suit pad in these cars. Eau Rouge and Radeon trying to do it, it is just almost impossible. Which means that unless I'm leading, it's almost impossible to overtake, which is exactly what we saw last season. I'm not 100% sure if I can attend next week in the first place.
Oh, I might have to race next week.
Hey. But if I can, then obviously I'm going to push. We're number 36 now, so potentially about 2 or 3 race weekends off getting race win pole. So the race win record, pole record, which is my objective coming into the season really. So we'll see how that goes. Belgium, Monza. We'll see how it goes.
Indeed, we will then. Molly, any more questions before we wrap it up?
Yeah, do you ever get bored of winning?
The thing, I absolutely love the competition. There's a reason my favourite race, my favourite weekend this season's been France, where I like having to push for it. But I love winning. I love just driving these cars. To be honest, I find them nicer to drive than F1. You can push completely differently. You don't have to worry about using 400% ERS every straight. But no, I absolutely love a battle in these cars. I think that's what drew me to F2 in the first place, was how much better these cars could go wheel to wheel than F1. So it's the reason I joined. It's the reason I love to drive these cars.
And did you just say you race on controller?
Yes.
I'm seeing your setups and I'm out because that's fucking ridiculous how quick you are on a controller.
I'm pad, Benster's pad, Southerner's pad. Most of us, obviously Atom, I think he's just said his pad as well. I think it's just Medal, from the top 5 who uses wheel.
That's just made me feel a whole lot worse, so thank you for that.
No worries.
So then, another F2 round in the books then. Silverstone over and done with. We're going to be heading to Spa next week. Spa-Francorchamps. Spa day at the Spa. We promised no drive. Well, actually, I can't promise any drivers are going to end up in a hospital. Dodgy, hope you're well. After that one, Owen, hope you've recovered. We'll be back next week for Spa. No F1 action this weekend with a bit of an altercation in the schedules. They will also be back next weekend at Spa. where we'll be back on sync with the calendars. A big thank you for myself, SLR Money, the rest of the team, and we will see you next week for the Belgian Grand Prix weekend. And it's time for Littler versus MBG. So good night, motherfuckers.